Shocking news!
What 50 Cent was about to reveal wasn't mere online rumors or tales spun by the media. These were pieces of evidence he had quietly collected over a decade, meticulously and patiently waiting for this very day. Diddy's lawyer shot to his feet, his voice firm, objecting that 50 Cent was not on the initial witness list and questioning the relevance of this testimony. The prosecutor, with calm assurance, explained that a series of newly uncovered evidence directly tied to allegations of extortion and serious misconduct had emerged. After a brief sidebar discussion, the judge made his ruling, his voice clear, objection overruled. Mr. Curtis Jackson, please proceed. The courtroom fell so silent that the faint hum of the air conditioning overhead became noticeable. Reporters in the front row, pens poised, kept their eyes fixed on the witness stand. Diddy's family, present in support, exchanged anxious glances, their hands clasped tightly. 50 Cent adjusted the microphone, his gaze locked on the jury, his voice low but weighted with gravity. What I'm about to share isn't based on rumors or hearsay. I have evidence, recordings from 2003 that I've kept for over a decade. A ripple of murmurs spread softly through the room. Diddy's lawyer started to rise again to object, but Diddy, his face tense, placed a hand on the lawyer's shoulder, signaling silence. He seemed to sense what was coming and braced himself to face it. The prosecutor stepped forward, carrying a laptop and several hard drives, placing them on the table like crucial puzzle pieces. Your Honor, we've had these recordings verified by 3 independent audio experts. They are authentic, unedited, and directly support the testimony of multiple victims, the prosecutor stated. The judge reviewed the documents, nodded, and said, "Proceed." 50 Cent took a deep breath, his eyes reflecting a mix of determination and a trace of regret. "I've held this in for too long," he began, his voice carrying the weight of someone who had seen too much. "I've built my own music career, created hit TV shows, and run companies worth millions. But nothing could erase what I saw, what I experienced, and who was behind it all." He tilted his head slightly toward Diddy, his gaze tinged with unmistakable disappointment. "It was you." He recounted how it all started with what seemed like a simple invitation extended through music industry connections. It was a chance to network at one of Diddy's lavish parties in the Hamptons. Back then, I was still pretty new to the scene. Being invited to Diddy's party was a big deal. I'd heard about these events, so I didn't think much of it. But when I stepped into that sprawling, secluded mansion behind reinforced gates and high walls, I sensed something was off. 50 Cent shared, his voice lowering, as if drawing the listeners back to that very moment. Inside, security personnel stood in abundance, checking guests' phones at the door. The atmosphere felt strange, with people appearing tense, their eyes avoiding contact. Loud music blared, drowning out conversations just a few steps away. 50 Cent noticed tiny cameras, cleverly disguised among the decorations. They said it was for security, to protect the stars. But I sensed something else, like they were hiding what was happening inside, he said, his gaze distant, as if reliving the unease of that night. As he ventured deeper into the mansion, the crowd thinned. Doors were guarded by security, who meticulously checked guest lists. The feeling of being watched was constant. After a few drinks, Diddy suddenly approached him. 50 Cent recalled Diddy's words, his voice low but commanding, "I decide who succeeds and who fails in this industry." Everyone here knows that. Diddy's smile, according to 50 Cent, held no warmth, but rather served as a stark assertion of control. "At that time, I was still trying to build my career after the shooting that nearly took my life.